From the Office of Student Affairs in the Division of University Life, this is a brief video highlighting the Fall 2021 updates from the Financial Services Center team. Welcome! The Financial Services Center is here for you as we return to a vibrant on-campus life. We aim to come back better than before, and we're excited to roll out some changes that will help us meet our goals of providing excellent service and compliance with Penn policies. Before we get started, let us reintroduce ourselves. We are a team of 4 people located in the Office of Student Affairs in Houston Hall, room 200. Our manager is Jan Key Scott, and we have 3 financial coordinators, Angela Reason, Heather Durham, and Danielle Fike. Our first update is that we have a new online payment request form. Going forward, all requests for payments must be initiated by completing this form at the beginning of the planning process. Our staff needs to be included in the early planning stages of your event rather than as the last step. Requesting a payment after the services or event has passed is not acceptable, and it's never been a best practice. It's important to get us involved at the beginning of the planning process by completing this form, even if many of the details haven't been finalized yet. And remember, we are here to help. By including us early in the process, we can help steer you in the right direction, connect you with Penn-approved vendors, and avoid mistakes or unnecessary work. Speaking of vendors, next up is our focus on using Penn's diversity suppliers. By planning ahead, we can all be more intentional about where we spend our budgets. Instead of buying from billionaires and relying on 2-day shipping for last-minute purchases, let's work together to put those funds back into our communities. Penn's procurement website has a search function where you can find local businesses owned by people who identify as Black, Indigenous, Asian American Pacific Islander, Latinx, women, LGBTQ, disabled, and veterans. Please reach out if you need help finding or using this resource. Beyond the obvious benefits of supporting local communities, these diversity suppliers are already in the system, provide competitive pricing, excellent service, and they know how to work with Penn, resulting in a quicker and smoother process. If you can't find a diversity supplier for your purchasing needs, or you know of one that isn't in the system, please let us know so that we can put in a request for support from the Penn procurement team. Our next update is about deadlines. The last day of classes in each semester is now the transaction deadline for that semester. So that means that all transactions for the fall semester of 2021 must be completed before December 10th, 2021. It's important to understand that business cannot carry over from one semester to the next. After the transaction deadline each semester, again, that's December 10th this semester, the Financial Services Center staff will be offline completing those final transactions and reconciling accounts. So for the best service, please observe the deadline. Because the payment request form that I mentioned in update number 1 must be done in advance anyway, this deadline shouldn't pose much of an inconvenience. Ideally, all the work for the semester should be done in advance well before this date. Our penultimate update is another new initiative, SAC Group Financial Evaluations. SAC groups will be evaluated on their compliance with Financial Services Center policies after the fall semester. Here are the metrics we'll be using. Number 1, receipts and report forms submitted on time. Number 2, payment request forms submitted in advance. Number 3, consulted with Financial Services Center staff when needed, for example, planning early for big events or purchases. Number 4, understood reimbursement policies. Our team will complete an evaluation for each group after the fall semester. The group will complete a self-evaluation, and after a brief meeting to discuss both evaluations, a summary will be entered into SAC Online. SAC Exec will review the evaluation results as part of their annual budget allocation process, and they will take this feedback into account as they consider budget requests for the next year. And now we've reached our final update. Our team will be offering regular training sessions and office hours throughout the semester. By offering these sessions, we hope to make it easy for you to get the information you need. We will be hosting a monthly Zoom training session on the first Friday of each month. We will also have weekly Zoom office hours to answer questions. Finally, as always, each of us are available for one-on-one meetings in a variety of formats. All you need to do is reach out and ask. Thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to reach out to your Financial Services Center team member with any questions. We are so excited for this fall semester as we return to campus better than before and get back to supporting your incredible student activities.